Hi everyone, and welcome to the Haunted Connection show. So it's me and Neil tonight, as usual, and we are bringing this to you from the Haunted Antiques Paranormal Research Centre in Hinckley. And we are going to change the format of these talk shows just a little bit,
We
aren't
are,
we?
we are.
Um,
We have got a little friend here.
he's creeping me out a bit. Yes, we do have a guest joining us tonight. He's sitting there, sort of one leg up, one leg down.
Oh, right.
Yeah, he does actually remind me of my dad.
Poor little
Oh
man.
dear. Um, yeah.
Yeah. So these from now, these shows are. We will talk about what happened at the centre, or what we've been doing for the last week, going over things, and then we will be talking about what's coming up next week or this week.
Yeah. And
So
also, as usual, I was going to say, as usual, uh, please put all your comments. I had to freeze then. Please put all your comments down below.
funny
So,
age.
any questions, anything that you're not sure about, or anything you want to share with us, just put them all in the comments below.
Please tell us if you like our little friend, because he's going to be featured on a live feed on Thursday, isn't he?
Yes,
That's
he
why
is.
he's here. So, what's happened this week, Jane? Let's talk about the
Oh, what
weekend
hasn't happened?
first.
We've had lots going on, haven't we? Well, at the weekend, Neil and myself and Julie, Neil's wife, went off to Bude in Cornwall to the Scary Conference, which was held at Bude Castle. What a fantastic building that is.
It was cold though, wasn't it?
It was a bit chilly, but it was all right. It was a nice weekend away, and it was the weather don't really bother me at all. There's no such thing as bad weather, only bad
But,
clothing.
but Julie found the beach and she did a little video on the beach. Poor girl nearly got blew away.
Yeah,
But
yeah.
yeah, it was good fun.
It was great. Julie went, so she did shopping for the day, but we were in the conference all day, and the guest speakers were Mr. Packer and Barry Guy was there. He did the he was
He was the
keynote speaker,
keynote.
and also
Dave
there was
Hodron,
Dave Hodron who does the ufology, and
Kirsten Honey from
Yes.
Bodmin Jail.
Yeah, so all four speakers were very, very entertaining, very informative.
Especially ours.
Yeah, we did sort of drum up a little bit of interest when with Neil started talking about the demon connections.
We stirred it up a bit.
We did.
I never plan my talks. I've done a few now. I never really plan it. I did have some bullet points for this week.
Yeah.
But I weren't sure whether or not to mention the demon connections because it is still a little bit controversial for some people.
Yeah.
But I did because I ran out of things to say. So we spent most of the time actually discussing with the audience, didn't we?
Yeah.
Because during my talk, they were asking questions while I was talking, which was great. I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
There was a couple who didn't like the idea, I think.
Well, they did have a different sort of form of opinion, didn't they?
Yeah, a couple of ladies in particular, I don't think really enjoyed what we do. But I think on the whole, a lot of it did get people talking. And at the end of the talk, it was dinner time, so a few did come up to us and said they really enjoyed it. And one lady, I think it's a lady, says she was in awe of what we're doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So it didn't go down too bad.
And there was one lady that was, and it was really quite interesting because the people who really wanted to give us positive comments sort of came up discreetly and said it rather quietly. It was almost like they didn't want anybody else to know that they were sort of pleased with what we were doing. So that was good.
But it was good fun.
Yeah, it was, and we had lunch, a lovely buffet put on by the venue, which was really nice.
And they have emailed me today and said they really enjoyed my talk.
Yeah.
And it did get people talking, and that's what the paranormal field needs: people talking and discussing and looking at things from different angles, which is what we do really.
Yeah.
So
It's never the same old, is it?
no. So it was good fun. I enjoyed it. And we didn't get any tomatoes thrown at me, or I didn't get heckled too much.
We didn't get stoned in the car park, or
I didn't have my car bricked or anything. So it's on the whole, it was good. I want to say thanks to Amy, Kathy, and Amanda for hosting and looking after our guests on Friday night. We did another one of our ghost hunt experience nights here, and they looked after them in the snow. So thanks for that. I think they all had a good night and left about 5 o'clock in the morning.
Oh, I was well in bed by then. Yeah.
Yeah, they had a good night. So that's about all we've done the weekend, isn't it? Or this last week.
Yeah.
Apart from the normal shows.
Yeah. Well, we did do our podcast last night.
We did the podcast last night.
So we enjoyed that. So Amy always joins us on the podcast. So that was good fun.
And she's still behaving, no bad language. That's about 4 weeks, isn't it?
Wow.
See,
good.
I know how to control her. You bribe her with music. So please let us know if you got any questions. Put any questions in the comments. We like the comments. What are you looking at him for, Jane?
Because I was just sort of seeing what was going on.
Right, is something going on with him?
I do think there is, yeah.
Yeah. So we'll go on to what's coming up, because I think that's the important bit. We've got tomorrow night off. We're not doing anything tomorrow night. Thursday night's a busy night. Thursday night we're going to feature him. Julie's named him Charlie. He's our new antique ventriloquist dummy. Jane has already held him for about 5 minutes. And it's interesting, isn't it?
It is interesting. I need to do more with him.
So Thursday evening from 8 o'clock. There's no paranormal blackout this week. We're going to alternate because we've got so many different things that we want to do. So this week it's the haunted objects of the centre. Thursday night is going to feature him, Charlie. Basically all we're going to do is put him in the seance room and leave a camera, the live feed camera, streaming him for an hour to see what all the viewers pick up and sense from him. So that's part one of the experiment with him. Probably next week we will be doing part two, which is where Jane will do mediumship with him. Ant's going to do some psychometry with him. Amy's going to do the noise reduction module, or Esther's method, with him. And I will try and communicate with the dowsing rods or pendulum, whatever takes my fancy.
Yeah. Are we actually seeing what each other picks up? Or are we bringing that together at the end?
I think we should bring it together at the end, really. I think we should bring that together at the end. So that's Thursday night. While that is going on, instead of Jane and myself just sitting in the office drinking tea, keeping warm, we are going to do, we are going to go in the occult room.
Okay.
I've decided, with 3 different voice recorders and an old-fashioned cassette recorder.
Okay.
And we are going to do about half an hour trying to get some EVPs.
Yeah, cool.
Because it's something that we just don't do.
Now, we have said it a couple of times, we need to try and do a bit more with that. So, yeah, it'll be good. I look forward to that. Something a bit different.
What's made me decide this is because Barry on Saturday had some really cool EVPs.
Yeah.
And I thought, I'm sure we can do better.
Because Barry has actually picked up some really good EVPs from here anyway, hasn't he?
Yes, he has. So we will be recording that on Thursday night. We're just going to be sitting up there asking questions. Jane will say if she's picking it up on anybody up there, and so we can ask some direct questions to that, whichever entity is up there.
Yeah.
So then, once we take them voice recorders home, I will put them on the computer and I'll listen. And once I hear if anything was picked up, then we'll be releasing that as a video. So that's cool. I'm looking forward to that.
Yep.
And then I've actually made a list because I've been good today. I've done it tonight before I came out. On Friday, because we don't have a team in the centre, we will be doing the next Demon Connections episode. It's episode 25, isn't it? This one.
It is.
Episode 25 of the Demon Connections is this Friday. From, so what do you want? Should we do it 8 o'clock so we're not out too late?
Yeah.
From
Yeah.
8 o'clock, we will do on Friday Demon Connections. Unfortunately, I think Ant will be at work, so it'll probably be just me, Jane, and Amy. I can't remember which one we picked on, but Jane's got all the information ready.
It's in my book at home actually. I can't remember off the top of my head.
So if you like the Demon Connections, join us 8 o'clock on Friday. Saturday, we've got a new team investigating the centre, so there won't be a lot happening Saturday. Sunday, we've got 100 happenings in with our guests. Also, over the next few days, we will be announcing the new series of seances. We're going to start the seance nights up again. Slightly different, aren't we?
Yeah, it's going to be a seance evening.
Yes.
So it's going to be interesting. It'll be good.
So we'll tell them what we're going to do. There's actually going to be 2 seances running at the same time. One in the seance room and one in the main tea room. So we're looking forward to that one.
Yeah.
I think you and me will be doing the one in the seance room because you want to use your copper pyramid, don't you?
I do.
And Amanda and Kathy will be doing the one in the tea room. So whether we both pick up on the same things or different things, we don't know. Obviously, one will be live fed and one will be recorded.
Yeah.
So you'll see it all. So we've got to decide on the dates over the next few days, but they'll either be on a Friday, Saturday, or Sunday evening. So when we have our team in.
Yeah, be good.
So I'm going to run out of things to say now. It's only 12 minutes gone. So, as I said, Thursday we're going to start doing the EVP sessions. Please let me know if anyone else would like us to do other sessions, such as ITC, something we don't use.
What's that?
Mobile phone apps. And things.
Okay.
We don't use them, but if people would like us to do that, to test mobile phone apps
I
out.
do like the experiment where they put the phones next to each other, leave one running,
Yes.
and then leave the other phone. So it's sort of ringing.
Yeah.
Like sort of connected to the phone downstairs. And
yes, we can
we've
do
had some
that.
good stuff with that. There was voices and stuff last time we did that.
Or if you want us to now and again do spirit box sessions or pendulum session or dowsing rods or Ouija sessions, if there's anything that you would like us to actually research into, let us know in the comments. Please make comments. So that's what's coming up this week. So it's another busy week.
Yeah, it is.
Vicky's on. Are you coming Sunday, Vicky? Let us know. And let me know what time, because I can't remember. So any comments? Anything you would like to ask us?
Is anybody picking anything up from our little Charlie?
He's a bit freaky, isn't he?
He is. Just a lot.
When he arrived, I put him in the conservatory, and Julie was experiencing weird things. So I think she was glad to see the back of him. So let us know if you want us to do anything in particular. Otherwise, we're just going to run out of things to say. So, what should we talk about now, Jane?
That's a bit short and sweet, isn't it?
It was. Yeah.
We could do just remind people about the Parameet.
Yeah, go on then.
Because so everybody, I'm sure you all know by now that the Parameet is going ahead first weekend in September, which I think is something like the 3rd, isn't it? 3rd and 4th.
Second and third.
Second and 3rd. So that's there. So there's going to be lots of speakers for both days. There's going to be stalls. There's going to be experiments. You can actually stay over in the in Bosworth Hall. Not
No, it's
Bosworth
not
Hall.
Bosworth Hall.
Brownsover Hall.
We're not going Bosworth.
No, we're going somewhere better. So we're going. So you can stay over, and it's going to be a weekend full of just pure paranormal fun, really. On the Saturday night, I think there's going to be a big séance. So and there's going to be lots and lots of really good stalls there. So it's going to be a fun weekend. So if you haven't got your tickets, or if you're still looking for somewhere to stay, check that out now, because I'm sure most of the rooms are just about gone now, aren't they?
Most of the bedrooms for the Saturday night have gone, because I've got to contact the speakers to see if they want to stay.
But there is a Premier Inn, isn't there, over the road?
There is. I don't know if we're getting comments, because this happened last week, didn't it?
Yeah.
Because no one is at all is commenting as far as we can see. Let me just get the live feed up, and let's see if there's any comments coming up. Yeah, people have made comments.
Oh, just come in.
Ah.
Is it? Oh, that's weird.
That's a bit weird. This happened last week.
It did, didn't it?
We had no comments at all. Okay.
Helios, is that door behind you slightly haunted? Yes.
Yes.
A lot.
Let's put the comments up. Is that door behind you slightly haunted? Yes, it is. If you want to see what people say about it, we're doing a live feed on him on Thursday. Nicholas says the doll's face keeps changing. Cool. Here says again, I agree, the eyes look real. Vicky says, have done that, Jane, at a location. We had a call on one phone and calling out through the other. Someone or something ended the call on us.
Cool.
Vicky says, yeah, it's me, 8 till midnight, I think this time. That's good. Thanks for that, Vicky. I'll see you Sunday. Elias says, we are coming to... Yeah, sorry, we didn't see it. We didn't see any comments, which is a bit weird. I keep hearing the name Alfred.
Yeah.
So please let us know if you would like us to do some experiments, because we are going to have more time to do things that we want to do. So going forward, so we can do lots more live feeds.
Yeah.
Going forward.
So one of the other things that's coming up soon, from the 1st of April, things will be changing at the centre. The name's going to be changing, isn't it? It's no longer going to be the Haunted Antiques Paranormal Research Centre. It's just going to be the
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Paranormal Research Centre.
It will. Which
will incorporate the Haunted Antiques Museum and other things.
And the 2 escape rooms. And it's just, I'm a bit bored.
Yeah, so the escape rooms, they will be coming soon. And if you haven't done one of the escape rooms, I would ask you to just have a go, because it is good fun. And it's an escape room with a difference, because it does have quite a lot of spookiness about it. So if you're into the paranormal and you want to try this, there's a new escape room coming up, isn't there?
Yeah, it's going to be the Zombie War Office, the new one.
Yeah, in the war room.
And I've got some cool clues for this one. I've thought of some more today. And
so if you've got a group of friends and you're celebrating anything, or you just want to do it anyway, just book onto it and do it, because I'm sure you'll really, really enjoy it. Because how many teams have you done so far?
Nearly 50 now with the zombie.
So we've had nearly 50 teams doing the first escape room.
Only 2 have escaped.
And they've all really, really enjoyed it, and it's all been really good fun.
And the rest are still in the cellar. In the cages. Bread and butter. That's all they eat. It is good fun.
Butter.
No, not the price of butter. Bread and water. They are good fun. They are only £50 for a group of up to 6 people. So, you know, if there's 5 of you, that's only £10 each, which is
Yeah, and it is well worth having a go. It's great fun, and it's just something a bit different from your usual sort of ghost hunting
yeah.
experience.
Nicholas says, "Oh, that's nice name change. Thank you." Yeah, it's because we've we've been so busy with the teams in the 5 years we've been open. We've not had enough time to actually do what we want to do, have we?
No.
Because every Friday, Saturday, and most Sundays been took up with the teams. And I love meeting the teams, but I do find it frustrating sometimes because they come down saying, "Oh, we've had this, we've had this, we've had this." I'm thinking, well, I want to experience it. It's my building. So we do have quite a few Fridays and Saturdays and Sundays free this year, and we're going to promote the escape rooms more. So the income to the centre will be coming more from the escape rooms than the paranormal teams.
Yeah.
And they run slightly earlier than the paranormal teams. So that's why we're going to have more time.
Yeah, and one of the other changes that's coming in as well is that the teams will have to book on the website, but there will no longer be a deposit sort of payment scheme. So as it's always been in the last 5 years, the teams have paid a deposit and then they've paid the balance when they get here. But frustratingly, so many teams are not turning up, or they're just not. They're just messing about too much, and it's just become really a bit unmanageable, and it's such a loss of income when the teams just don't turn up.
Yeah.
And it's a big strain for Neil and Julie. So the newest change for that will be that people will book on the website and they will have to pay the whole amount up front. And it's a shame for all the other people who did sort of, stick to what they had agreed, but it sort of can't continue like that, because when teams cancel at last minute or they just don't turn up, not only is it quite rude, but it's you just can't manage it. You can't manage a business like that.
What's really brought this to a head was Saturday just gone. The team had booked the centre, paid £50 deposit, then a couple of weeks ago asked if they can change the date. So I said, yeah, okay then, but you've got to rebook because you lose that deposit, so you got to rebook. But they're still selling tickets for Saturday night, even though they've cancelled it.
Yeah, which is a bit naughty.
Not
so
good.
We were away because we were away in Cornwall. We don't even know if some of those guests did actually turn up. People have bought tickets. So if you are one of those people, then you need to go back to the person who sold you the ticket.
Elias says, never done an escape room, wouldn't mind doing it though. Where are they? They are actually in our building in Hinkley. The Devil's Den escape room is in the back 3 areas of the building, and the zombie war office is basically based in the war room and the doll room.
Yeah, so in the front half of the building, the other one's in the back half of the building. So it's all within the haunted antiques.
Eric says, don't mind paying up front, but then again, it will just be me and maybe my wife. That's fine. So I think you're on about coming on one Saturday. The dates, again, the museum is not going to be open to the general public every Saturday from now on. That is because there's other things that we've had planned for years to do. So that's going to give us, it's going to free our time up to do other things as well, to benefit you guys who want to watch what we do. So the museum is only going to be open every other Saturday.
Yeah.
And you can book a tour. You gone cold now?
Yeah. My back's gone really cold. I don't know if
it's him.
I don't know if it's him or whether it's because I've turned the heater off.
So
I think it's him.
It's him. It's a bit freaky. I don't like him being behind me. He's going to be moving when we go. But yeah, Thursday night, this Thursday, 8 o'clock, you will be able to focus on that little man for an hour He will just be in front of the live feed camera, perhaps have a REM pod around him or cat ball or something, just in case it goes off. And you can make comments in the chat what you're sensing and what you feel about him. It's basically how I started Haunted Antiques 6 years ago.
6?
Yeah. I started these live feeds in the carport. So you just write down in the comments all your comments, and then I will record them. Because at the same time, Jane and I will be in the courtroom doing an EVP session.
Yes, be interesting if we can get this little chap to talk to us.
Ooh. We will be using 3 different voice recorders plus an old cassette recorder. See if that picks anything up. So it's going to be interesting. Annette says, good evening, everybody. And Nicholas says, I think he's cute. I don't think I'd go that far. He's nice. I think he's a good addition to the museum. So hopefully people are going to pick up lots. Like I say, Jane's had 5 minutes with him, and already she's picked things up.
Yeah.
So what room do you think he's gonna go in when we put him upstairs?
Actually, I think he might be. I think he might be good in the attic room. That's what I've already picked up so far. I think it could be quite interesting.
In the attic
with the mirror.
I've just finished my drink. Right, okay.
But because he's about 80 years old, isn't he? He is quite old.
1915.
And he is quite delicate.
He's over 100 years old.
Yeah, so he may be under a glass. He may be in a cabinet.
He will be in a glass cabinet because his head's cracked already, and we've got to be careful with him, I think. Obviously,
be very delicate.
Obviously, if teams want to work with him, and there are teams that I know and trust, they can get him out. But he goes back into the glass cabinet. But it's interesting to stay in the attic because that's where the negative ones go, isn't it?
If it gets dropped or anything, his head will smash apart because it is already quite cracked.
Yeah,
and we don't want anything to happen to him because he's survived this long, so we want him to nearly as old as you.
Gary used to be my mate. Nearly as old as you, Neil. No comment, Gary. I don't think you're too far behind me. So yeah, keep the comments coming. We do have lots of plans to go forward.
Yeah, so from the 1st of April as well, once we sort of go into this new sort of regime of opening, and the medieval room centre will be open every other Saturday for people to come and do tours, but also the shop is being rearranged and restocked with a lot of new stock. I know Julie's got a lot of new stock going in, hasn't she?
More spooky stuff.
I know in my cabinets there's a lot of new stuff going in. Amy's got a lot of new stuff going in her cabinets, and there's also just in general there's just lots of nice paranormal goodies for everybody.
Annette says, I think he looks more innocent than he actually is. I think we agree with you there.
Yeah.
I think he's going to be...
Well, I don't want to take him over. I don't really want him in my house.
I think he's going to be interesting.
Yes.
I'm looking forward to doing some work with him.
When we have many items sort of given and donated and rehomed here because of various different reasons, but this one, every now and again, we do get one that really does sort of spark a lot of interest.
Yeah. Now, we said he's going to go behind glass in a cabinet. It's not because we're scared of him. It's because we don't want him to get broken.
And very old.
He's from 1915, so he's well over 100 years old.
108 years old.
He's up. He's knocking on, the poor man.
Yeah, and he's very, very delicate.
Um,
He's had a hard life.
Annette says, I'm getting things have been thrown about where he comes from.
I'll probably agree with that.
Yeah, please watch Thursday night when he will be the centre of attention for an whole hour.
Yes, you'll be able to focus on him. See if you can connect with him. See what you can pick up. Hopefully we'll have lots of kit and equipment around him. Hopefully might set a lot of that off. But it's an opportunity for you to sort of do the work that we do, really. So sit with him for an hour and just watch him and just see what you pick up, and then just put all your comments down below. And it'd be really interesting if a lot of you pick up the same thing.
So, and that's Thursday from 8 o'clock. So, is there any? Please make a comment if there's any experiments that you'd like us to do for these. Like Thursday, we're starting the EVP session, and we're going to do other sessions as well. Let us know what equipment or experiments you'd like us to do. Like we've had the phone experiment, we'll try that.
We can even do that when we do the thing. When we do that on Thursday, 20 o'clock.
Could
put a phone next to him. I have to make sure I'm on the Wi-Fi.
And that says Alfred. I'm getting that. You're the second person to say Alfred. Yeah, second person to say Alfred. That's interesting. So on Thursday, all the comments that we get about that live feed, we will document, and that will go on his page. So, any more comments? Come the spring, we will be doing another series called Haunted Walks of Leicestershire.
Yep.
It's not going to be live because some walks are about 5 miles long. So I don't think you want to see us walking in the fields for 5 hours. So
it will be recorded, and then Neil's going to edit it, see if he gets any of the interesting bits.
We'll cut out all the. I will make sure I get all the funny bits, like any stiles that we have to climb over and someone falls in the mud and things. I'll make sure I film them bits.
Yeah. We're also looking at bringing a new live feed forward called the Fae Files, where we want to be looking at working with the Fae and giving out a little bit more sort of understanding and information about the Fae.
Yeah. Again, that is when the nice weather comes, because I ain't going to go outside in the woods in the snow.
Hopefully we want to be going out with some of those and actually seeing if we can meet some of the Fae in the woods.
Yeah, but we will live feed them.
Yes.
So that's going to be interesting. And to be honest, I am more nervous about them than I have the demon connections. Said that Saturday, didn't I? I did a talk Saturday, and this lady, I don't think she agreed what we do.
No.
She says, well, she's come across evil entities. If they're not demons, what are they? And I just thought, well, it's the typical blinkered paranormal ideas, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I said, look, just because they're evil doesn't mean to say that they're demonic. If you get Hitler through, he was evil. All these mass murderers were evil. They're not demonic, but they're evil. And I was thinking afterwards, these people who abuse children and babies, even, they're more evil than anything we've come across.
And even in the spirit world, there are some really dark, evil spirits, but I wouldn't necessarily call them demons. They're just dark energies.
Right. Nicholas says, I'm looking forward to it. That's Thursday night's live feed, I think. Joe says, there's a strong emanation behind the doll. A man in costume looks Victorian, Edwardian. I'm getting links to a big theatre in Harrogate. interesting. And it says, has he been seen to move? Not that I'm aware, Annette, but it doesn't mean to say he hasn't.
He's only recently arrived, hasn't he? So we've not really had him that long.
Last week.
Yeah, he arrived last week, and we've been away all weekend. So we haven't really spent. I only spent 5 minutes working with him, and that was interesting enough. But I do
Did you just hear that bang upstairs there?
Yes, I did. I was trying not to listen. It sounded like it was above us.
Spooky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is going to be a very interesting little character to work with, I think.
Yeah, so if you haven't booked your tickets to the Parameet in September, please do so. We are
still bumping up there.
Yeah. I don't know if you can hear the bumps, but they're coming from above us, which would be towards the occult room, isn't it? That's thrown me a bit. So yeah, the Parameet is going to be the whole weekend, 2 days of paranormal laughter. That's all I can say. We're really looking forward to it. It's going to be bigger and better than last year. To me personally, the location is even better than Bosworth Hall.
I think so.
It's an amazing location, and I can't wait to get in there.
So if you haven't seen any pictures of the location so far, go on the page, the Facebook page, the Parameet, and you will see pictures of the venue, and it is pretty awesome.
Yeah, Andy Saw is just doing a poster for us, so we're going to start pushing the Parameet now.
So have you still got some stall spaces left?
We've still got a few stall spaces, not many, but we can fit a few more in.
So if you'd like to have a stall at the Parameet, then contact Neil, let him know what you want to sell, and yeah, there's still some spaces for some stalls.
Emma, who was here Friday night, says hi. Let us know how it went Friday night, Emma. Tell us what activity you had, if any. Soon gets hot in here, doesn't it?
It does.
Then it soon goes cold. So Thursday night, like I said, if you want to see the little man on his own, hopefully, I think he's going to move, or people will see shadows. I don't know why I'm thinking that, but I think.
Yeah, when Annette, she says she's seen things being thrown about where he comes from. I sort of pick up the notion of things being smashed and
really?
sort of knocked off and that sort of thing.
So yeah, and he will be on his own. There will be no one in this sounds room with him. So he has got free range. So if he wants to get up and do a dance, that would be good. I think shadows.
Yeah.
Don't know why. So. I'm not a medium, but we'll see. So any more comments, everybody? So there is a lot coming up over the next few weeks. I am looking forward to the Fae Files. I am nervous about it. That was a loud bang.
That was a very loud bang.
All I can say is I'm glad I'm not up here on my own.
There is only me and Neil in the building, and we are just in this little office. There's only us two here, and even we're looking on the cameras. There doesn't seem to be anything about, but there is real rumblings and bangings going on up there.
But that'll be the occult room where we're going Thursday.
Yes.
Maybe. And that says he gives me the creeping cold feeling. Cool. Let's see. People are picking up things on him already, and that's a good start in it. I do think he's a valuable addition to the museum. It's going to take some use. It's going to call it a museum, isn't it? But there are an awful lot of bangs going on.
Sounds like a door opening.
I'm so glad I'm not on my own up here. Put it that way.
Yeah, it's a bit creepy.
Yeah. Also, if people know the centre, you'll know the Chamber of Fear. That is changing. That is going to become the Pandora's box. At the minute, we've got a Pandora's box, which is not fantastically built, is it?
No.
So we are changing it. The Chamber of Fear will be the Pandora's box. Basically, what that is, there's going to be a small Chamber of Fear is a little room, and we're going to put a little cloth box in there, which is going to hold a haunted object. So what people are going to do is sit in there with this haunted object. They won't know what it is, and just write down what they sense or what they feel. Alison says hello. Vicky says, did you say there are no rooms for the Friday for Paramount? Yes, Friday, yes, there's plenty of rooms for the Friday. Saturday, there might be one or two. We might be able to squeeze you on the Saturday, but there's definitely rooms on the Friday.
Yeah, and I'm not topping and tailing, Vicky, so you need to get you.
Emma says, I had a little older him Friday night. I quite like him. Yeah, but Emma is a little bit weird. Just joking, Emma. But she'll probably say, yeah, I am. So yeah, so that like I say, that's going to be the Chamber of Fear. It will be changing to the Pandora's box. Vicky says, spoil sport, Jane. So I'm looking forward to getting that up and running properly, the Pandora's box, because it's not. Emma says thanks. So that's going to take that room to a more useful.
There's going to be lots of changes in the next few weeks, aiming for it all to sort of start on the 1st of April. So it's all going to change. It's all going to be fresh stuff, but it's going to be better. Vicky says, I'll speak to you Sunday and get it sorted. Okay, Vicky. Yeah, I'll be up here Sunday with you. Let me know beforehand how many guests you got, and I'll get the chairs out for you, ready as always. I don't like all these bangs, I must admit. No,
I'm a bit nervous about it.
I don't think we've heard bangs like that before, have we? I'm just wondering if he's anything to do.
I don't know if you lot watching can hear these bangs, but there are serious bangs here. Emma says, have you looked at the doll we donated on Friday? Amy showed us last night, but we've not touched it yet.
No, I haven't seen it.
Jane will do some work with it next time she comes up.
Maybe Thursday. I might be able to have a look.
Annette says they don't like your new edition. I like the sound of that.
That's why I thought it might be quite good if we put him in the attic.
In the attics. Oh, I've got shivers up my spine. Emma says, cool. Yeah, we will have a look and we will see what we feel about it. The doll's room is changing also, because I'm pretty bored with that.
That's not really changed much.
It's been the same for 5 years.
Yeah.
So there is going to be a big top in the doll room.
Well, a little big top.
Yeah, not full size big top. It's going to be a gazebo size big top, which is going to house the clowns.
Oh, I don't like clowns.
So I'm actually going to put the big top up, put the gazebo up tomorrow. So then Jane's got to come and measure the size and do the size with the nice different colours, haven't you?
Yeah, it was orange and blue, wasn't it? Fabric.
Yeah. Whatever colours you got, Jane.
I'll try and find it now. About 2 years.
Hey, it's been a long time coming. So all the clown stuff's going to go in there, and there's going to be a table in there for people to work at. But I think it's going to be spooky. I might have different colour lights and
just sitting in there and clowns just
and the clowns will be all the way around. So you won't be able to look at a bare wall. There'll be clowns everywhere. plus the big clown.
Yeah.
So
Are you putting your life-size
yeah,
doll in?
the life size. There's a life-size doll of me apparently.
Yeah, somebody made it for Neil's birthday a few years ago, and it's got bright orange wool as hair, and it's the same size as Neil, if not probably a bit bigger. So that'll be interesting.
But he will have a clown outfit on. Bangs.
Feels like somebody's touching my hair now.
Emma
stroking
says
my
put
head.
some mirrors in there too. Yeah, there will be mirrors in there. That you will not be able to get away from clowns in there. I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
So lots of things coming up. I'm looking forward to haunted walks.
Yeah, I think it'd be nice to get out and about and do more outside, particularly with the Fae, because the Fae are all around anyway, but it'd be nice to sort of try and get out and meet some of them in the summer.
So do you think they are going to sort of communicate with us like the demons do, or how?
It's a bit unpredictable, really, isn't it? Because it might take us a while to actually build up their trust. On the places where I go for a walk, I do actually sit and talk with some of them, and most of the time they just take the piss out of me and just laugh at me. But it'll be interesting to see if we can build up some sort of so they do have to sort of trust you, and
so it's going to be like the demons. It's going to take time for them to know what our intentions are.
Yeah,
so they might start quite quiet.
Yeah, but it's a work in progress.
Emma says, will the walks be events open to the public? I've not thought about that.
Well, that's your
I don't know. We'll have to think about that.
It might be quite nice actually to have some guests come along with us. But we'll have to see. Yeah, thank you,
I must admit, Emma, I've not thought about that, but I wouldn't have dozens of people there.
No, I don't think the Fae would come out if there was too many. But also as well, you do need to sort of believe really in fairies, and you need to really want to work with them, because they won't. If you don't believe in it, then you're not going to see them anyway.
But the haunted walks isn't just about the Fae. It's about going to suspected, supposedly haunted locations, like Bradgate Park.
Yeah, and that walk we did with the Headless Horseman.
Yeah, the Greystrue Priory.
Yeah,
they're included in the book. So possibly, Emma, we'll let you know.
Yeah, so that might be quite an interesting idea if people want to come out as.
Emma says, I'd certainly like to join you one time. Yeah,
cool.
Obviously, we wouldn't charge people for that because we're going to free places.
Yeah.
I don't like people charging. It might
be interesting to just go on these ghost walks and just see what other people pick up as well.
Yeah.
So yeah. Cool.
Yeah. Good suggestion, Emma. Also, with the Demon Connections, I know we go on about that a lot, but it is very important to us. We are going to be doing a special Demon Connections live feed.
Yeah.
We don't know when yet. Emma says other companies do. I think she's on about charging. No, we're not going to charge because
you have to drive yourself there and pay for
it. Yeah, get yourself there, and we'll meet at a certain place at a certain time, and we can't stop you tagging along with us anyway, can we?
Not really, but if you want to bring a picnic or something even nicer.
Yeah, my thoughts are we're going to take a picnic, we're going to take drinks, and it's just going to be
a bit of kit and equipment, see what we can do, some trigger objects.
So we won't be charging people because it's not costing us anything.
No, so we would be doing this anyway. Just really for our own journey, so it would be interesting. Nice to have a few others along.
Because the Demon Connections is 2 years old in
28th of March.
28th of March. Would you believe we've been doing it 2 years since that first night that we did it?
Yeah.
So we are going to do a special, and we are going to open it up to people coming to do it with us.
Yeah.
Don't know the details yet.
I'm still working on the.
We know
what
what
we're
it's.
gonna do.
We know what it's going to be about. We're not going to mention it, but we do know what it's going to be about. It's going to be real cool.
Yeah.
And it's very famous.
Yeah. But we don't know if it's going to work anyway. I mean, we could invite them in and they just might not even show up or might not get anything at all. Same as any other paranormal investigation.
Alison says, I'm new to this. Well, thanks for watching, Alison. We do this show every Tuesday. We just normally say what we've done. From now on, we say what we've done in the last week and say what's coming up on Haunted Antiques the following week. Vicky says, now you have my attention. I knew you would. Yeah, like I say, we don't know when yet, but it's going to be in the next few weeks, I'd imagine.
Yeah, I think once the clocks change at the end of the month, we'll start planning something. That'll all go from the 1st of April, won't it, as well? So
yeah. So
it's just a case of watch this space, really.
So with that Demon Connection special, we will charge people.
Yeah.
Because it's going to bring money into the centre to keep the centre open. I've no idea how many people we're going to have here. No idea what we're doing. Well, we know what we're going to do. It's just Jane's got to sort everything out, make sure it's possible.
I just want to make sure all the information's correct. So I've got several sources that I'm just sort of going through at the moment.
Joe says, I get the name Alexander Faye or Faye Alexander linked to your doll. Love what you guys do. Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
Michelle says, sounds good. Vicky says, I'm excited, can't wait. Alison says, whereabouts are you? We are in Hinckley, which is South Leicestershire. Smack bang, right in the middle of the country.
Yeah, we're sort of in between Leicester and Coventry.
Yeah. Obviously, when we do this Demon Connections special, people are going to have to sign a waiver.
Yeah.
Just to cover our backs as well. I know it's probably going to be people we know have come, but
still some flipping bumps going on.
Because we don't know what's going to happen. Maybe nothing happened. We just don't know. So as soon as Jane has sorted out all the details,
yeah,
we will announce what it is we're going to do and when we're going to do it and how it's going to work. Because we don't know yet.
No.
So Jane's got to read some more books first. Do some more homework.
No pressure. It's 14th now, isn't it? 14 days, 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Anniversary.
It's 2 weeks to the anniversary.
Might be around that date.
It'll be, yeah. So it'll be around 2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
Yeah. So looking forward to that one.
So to be as well when you've got a free night at the centre.
Yeah.
So I don't know what teams you've got booked in around that time.
Yeah. So do you want me to give you some dates and you say, yeah, that date I'll have it ready?
Yeah, I think that would be helpful.
Okay, so any final comment? We've got only 6 minutes left of the chat, so any final comments? If you like this little man, tune in. Tune in Thursday evening from 8 o'clock, from around 8 o'clock. The camera will be focused just on him. And it's been a bit weird upstairs tonight, so whether it's connected to him, I don't know.
We will see. But at the same time, his live feed's going on. Me and Neil will be in the attic room with some EVP recorders, and
we're gonna use 3 different digital recorders because we've got 3, haven't we? Tomorrow I'm picking up an old cassette recorder as well, just to see if that makes a difference.
Yeah.
An old-fashioned.
We might have a phone going as well.
Well, oh yeah, we'll have the phone going as well. So it's going to be interesting. So that's going to be. I'm looking forward to Thursday night. So this show will be every Tuesday, but the other shows like the Paranormal Blackout will probably be every other week, and Haunted Objects like this week will be every other week, something like that.
We just need another victim now to
We
do the
just
Paranormal Blackout.
Yeah, I know Vicky says she'll do the Paranormal Blackout, so if you're available next Thursday, Vicky, let me know. Because we've got so many different things that we want to do.
Yeah.
So, any final comments before we say goodnight? And I go home to my chocolate. My chocolate caramel button things.
Ooh. Very nice.
So, any final comments? No? There's lots of bangs. And I'm going out first tonight, Jane.
We're both trying to get out, probably get stuck in the doorway.
Joe said thanks both. So, any final? Vicky says leave it with me. Have to see if I can get cover for classes first. Okay, just let me know. You can let me know next week if you want. No problem. See, the camera's picked something up on number 8, which is right above us.
Yeah. You got a notification saying it's still bumping now.
Because with the new CCTV cameras, if the camera detects movement or sound on its movement, I get a notification on my phone, and I've just had a notification on number 8, which is the
passageway right above
passageway, which is right above us, which is where we're hearing all the bangs from. Oh, I don't know if I want to do it in the courtroom now Thursday. Emma says I'll be here on Thursday. Thanks, Emma. I hope the girls looked after you on Friday night well enough. Obviously not as good as I do. So any final words, Jane?
Oh, just watch this space really, because lots of changes coming up, lots of new things. So say from the 1st of April there'll be lots of lots of things going on. So just stay tuned. Keep your eye on the website. If you've got the app, keep your eye on the app, and just enjoy it all.
Yeah. So we will see you hopefully on Thursday. We're having tomorrow night off. Wednesday is my only night off.
Yeah, and me. I have the grandkids on the Wednesday. They always come for dinner.
Emma says, I was blown away. I had contact with my organ donor Friday night. That's interesting.
Yeah.
You have to tell me about that when I see you, Emma. So we're going to go now. We'll see you again on Thursday with this little chap. It's his night. So stay safe and we'll see you Thursday.
Bye for now.